How's it going, everyone? We are coming up on the month of October, and that means a batch of new PlayStation Plus titles will be dropping in the first week, and I haven't done PS Plus games I'd love to get for specific months, so I thought I would bring that back, especially with the PlayStation Plus Essential tier of games actually remaining to be pretty good. If you guys know, I had been a little bit worried about the Essential tier after they were introducing PS Plus Extra and Premium, just because we had seen what happened with Xbox Live games with Gold after Game Pass really got going. Now, Plus Extra is a little bit different because Sony isn't putting all their eggs into the PS Plus basket, but it's still an important component of their, Plus subscription offerings, so Extra still is offering good stuff, and let's keep the good times rolling. I'll go over a couple games that I think would be good offerings for Plus titles. We are not going to mention any games that have been previously PlayStation Plus titles, but if games are in the Extra or Premium tier, they are still on the table. Obviously, that is just going to be a reality where some games that are available in Extra and Premium are going to end up in the base tier as well, so that's just something you're going to have to accept, but nonetheless, let's get right into it, and I do want to start things off with a new release. I was looking through the new release calendar, and Medieval Dynasty really stood out to me. Now, this is a game that came out back in September of last year on PC. A year to the day, almost, it came out on PC. It has very positive reception, 22,000 reviews on Steam. 90% of those reviews are positive. It's an open-world survival title, and it will be hitting PlayStation 5 on October the 6th. Now, it is a PlayStation 5 exclusive, but we have seen titles like this be Plus offerings as well. I do question what Sony's game plan is going to be going forward, offering brand new releases on Plus Essential just because they could make the argument internally being like, why would we give away a new release in Plus Essential? We can use that as a driving factor for Plus Extra. I feel like Stray was a very big example of that, but nonetheless, Medieval Dynasty has you hunt, survive, build, and lead in the harsh Middle Ages, create your own medieval dynasty, and ensure its long-lasting prosperity, or die trying. Again, the game had a positive reception, and another thing to note is that this game is not available for pre-order on the PlayStation Store yet, and whenever a new release does end up being a Plus title, they don't offer it for pre-order right away just because they don't want to screw people over with the notion of, hey, this game was available for pre-order, people pre-ordered it, and then we gave it away on Plus right away. Wouldn't be a cool thing to do, so this isn't available for pre-order. That's not, 100% guaranteed because some games just don't go for pre-order, but nonetheless thought I would mention that as well. Alright, moving on from that, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy would be a great offering. Hey, we just got Crash 4, so why not continue the Crash momentum rolling? It seemed like people were very, very happy with Crash Bandicoot 4 being available through Plus Premium. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy would be an awesome offering as well. I am not super nostalgic with Crash. Like, I played a game here and there when I grew up, but I had grown more so up with Spyro, so obviously the Spyro Reignited Trilogy is the trilogy from Activision that clicked with me more so, but Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy was awesome as well. As far as remakes go, this is done really, really well, and they are still quality platformers, and I know that there's a plethora of people out there that still have a soft spot for Crash Bandicoot, so offering this as a Plus title, not only are you offering a trilogy, but you're offering a pretty notable and iconic IP that is starting to get a little bit more buzz. Hopefully that buzz does continue for the foreseeable future, but yeah, Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy would be a great offering in my opinion. Next up, here's a game that's in Plus Premium, but I would like to see it given to everyone. Look, this is a first-party Sony title. Gravity Rush Remastered makes all the sense in the world to me as a Plus title. If you are even occasionally watching this channel, you know whenever I talk about Gravity Rush, I absolutely gush about it. It's unfortunate that it's one of those franchises that kind of got its legs cut underneath it, because I thought Gravity Rush was awesome on the PlayStation Vita. Then we got this remastered version that ended up being really good, and it made a solid transition to the DualShock controls. And then we got Gravity Rush 2, which built upon the first title. Now, the first title, it'd be nice to have it in the PlayStation Plus Essential tier, just because a lot of people are foregoing signing up to PlayStation Plus Premium right now, just because the Classics catalog is not there from a quality standpoint. And there are a lot of people that checked out Gravity Rush 2 and probably never checked out Gravity Rush 1 just because, it was a PlayStation Vita game and they were like, hey, I'll just check out Gravity Rush 2. Well, Gravity Rush 1 is really good as well. On top of that, if you are the kind of person that wants to buy a physical copy of this game, yeah, you got to pay an arm and a leg for that, and nobody's really trying to do that, so offering it as a freebie digitally, I think makes a lot of sense, and I think people would be pretty satisfied with this as a PlayStation Plus offering. Next up, here's a game that I don't think people would be satisfied with it being like the top offering, but as an extra title, and honestly, calling this an extra game is probably doing it a disservice, given the incredible reception that the difficult precision platformer in Celeste had. Kind of, you know, not okay to say it just being an extra title. However, it is one of those games that probably to a PlayStation audience wouldn't have the most appeal in the world. You know, people are looking for those Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Yakuza Like a Dragon's, Crash Bandicoot 4s, but when you have offerings like Little Nightmares that act as like a tertiary game alongside two more notable games, I feel like a game like Celeste would fit into that category as well. And again, this game got an incredible reception, an 89 on Metacritic, a super positive reception from fans and players that played the game as well. And if you're a fan of throwback platformers, this is one that fits that bill accordingly. It's a little bit on the challenging side, but there's a ton of content to the game as well, and if you're remotely a fan of platformers, it's one that a lot of people would end up enjoying. And again, I don't think you could headline a Plus offering month with Celeste, but having it as one of those extra titles like you did with Little Nightmares, like I think that month with Yakuza Like a Dragon and Little Nightmares as well, I feel like that was like the perfect month of offerings for a Plus lineup. And giving two bigger games alongside Celeste, I think, would make a lot of sense. And Celeste is a game that definitely had its fair share of attention. Like, it won a lot of awards, it got a lot of praise, but I'm just talking about to a wider audience, and I think that wider audience, if they gave the game a shot, they would probably end up really enjoying it as well. Couple more games to round things out. I do want to give a shout to Prey. This is available through PlayStation Plus Extra, but in my opinion, it's a super underrated title. I often called it the most underrated game of 2017 when it came out. And while it does have that Prey moniker, you don't really have to know anything about Prey from 2006. I believe Arcane themselves said we didn't even want to really call this game Prey, but kind of got that label stuck on it anyway. It's a super atmospheric sci-fi first-person shooter, super psychological. I would highly recommend anyone to check it out. It is available through PlayStation Plus Extra, so if you have an extra subscription, hey, cut the video short and go play that game right now, because it's an excellent game, well worth your time. And if it's available for Plus Essential, it's well worth your subscription payment as well. Or if you're paying for extra, just go play it right now. Lastly, another game available through PS Plus Extra. Trials of Mana just got added, but I think as a essential tier offering, this would be a good JRPG to offer as well. I know JRPGs, like lower key JRPGs, aren't often offered through PlayStation Plus, but hey, that's a trend that you can change, and I talk about PlayStation Plus Essential. Obviously, Trials of Mana is available through Extra, but more of an underrated Square Enix JRPG, deserves a little bit more attention, so I thought I would throw this one in as well. Charming art style, bit of replayability, a lower key title that I think, again, deserves a little bit more attention. But that is going to do it for me. Again, I've been relatively happy with the PlayStation Plus offerings since Extra really got going, since Extra and Premium became a thing. They've still been pretty good, and honestly, I would say, comparatively speaking, the last few months have been better than the months prior to that. I know this month with like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, Need for Speed Heat, people weren't as hot on this month, but it was still pretty decent. And again, Yakuza Like a Dragon, I believe that had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and then Little Nightmares, that month was just loaded. So, yeah, let's keep the good times rolling with Plus Essential. We'll probably find out the official lineup very soon, but those are some games I would love to see. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.